So today for food, what I'm having a steak. Just a steak. No potatoes, no vegetables, no nothing. Just a steak. So like I said yesterday, I had 3 chicken thighs. And I was able to eat that. But unfortunately last night, about 12 o'clock at night, it all started to kick off. And it kind of went off about 5, 6 this morning. And then I couldn't go to sleep. So I ended up going to sleep. I think it was about 9 o'clock, 8, 9 o'clock, something like that. I don't know. And then I was up at 12, like I said earlier. So rather than wallowing in bed, figured I'd come in here and do this. Okay, trying to figure out how to get. Oh, I see. Trying to figure out how to customize my new Razor VTOL jet. Oh, right, okay. If it's Tuesday, I will be on. The best thing is about COH is the character creation. It's 20-year-old game still has the best character creation of any game. Okay, I'm building my first ever Warhammer. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, I've got.
You look a bit parched. Why don't you take a drink?
Did I not drink the last one? I don't think I did. I'll do 2 because I don't think I actually did drink the last one. I know I filled it up. Right, here we go. Cheers, everyone. I've got the game, and I understand that the franchise is like huge and potentially something that I might like. But I'm trying to jump into so many different types of games. But I like figures and stuff, and I like painting them and whatever. I'm not clever enough to be able to make the figure myself. It's like I'm about to start watching Gundam. Because I've never really had any kind of interest in you know, Chinese or whichever country it's from. Sorry for my ignorance, but I've never had any real interest in that art style or the cartoon style or whatever else. I believe it's called manga, is it? I don't know. I've probably got that all wrong. Probably a different genre altogether. But I like the way the bots look. And then apparently you can build them. So I'm always looking for future things to do. And a friend of mine said that the Gundam series is really good. It's quite political. And I went to Warhammer World with my partner for his birthday, and I'm going down the rabbit hole. Purchased a Belrock Mini, built it and started painting it. But now I'm starting my Tyranid army and the Leviathan box. Nice. Do you ever play any of the games on Steam, the Warhammer games? And if you do, what would you recommend to start with as a complete noob? I played one, but it wasn't a good one. Okay. I love doing these paint by numbers, honestly. Like, they are so relaxing. It's so nice to have company with it as well, because normally I'm just sat here doing them on my own. And when you guys are in the chat and stuff and talking and whatever, it's just such a really nice feeling. I can't explain it to you. I'm normally not lost for words, and I'm pretty articulate, but I just can't explain the feeling of it. Like, I was never going to do this, as you all know, and I've said many thousands of times, I was never going to do this online, because as I said, this to me is really personal. But best decision I ever did was to just do it 100% without any fear of anything. I'm so glad I did it. Number 3. Yeah. And it seems to be really enjoyed by a lot of people, which is even better. Like I woke up this morning and, well, this afternoon even, if you want to call it, I had a lovely comment from someone, just said brilliant with loads of hearts on it, and it was just really nice. I've had one kind of negative comment, which was apparently a 73 or a 72-year-old man or woman, I don't know which, I can't remember now, that just turned around and said that paint by numbers is not art, blah blah blah, it can't be called art and whatever else, and then just said enough, or what was it, end of conversation, and then left some other comment on it. And I just said, I agree with you, because it isn't art, I'm just painting by numbers. Art is something that you can make from your head or just duplicate from a real life thing. I can't do that. But it was like, you took your time out of your day to I don't know, it wasn't necessarily crapping on me, but I don't know, you probably get what I mean. It's like, all right, fair enough, you could have just moved on, but you clearly didn't want to. And like I said, I always appreciate all kinds of feedback, negative, positive, whatever. We don't grow without it. It just amazed me that was something that needed to be said, really. It's so nice not having to do all of the paints like I did in the other one. I'm not liking this brush much for the integral work. I may have to find my other one. I don't actually know where it's gone. It's the problem when you have granddaughters come round and you're not constantly eagle-eyed on them. What's this? You should have replied to him with start a conversation and then ripped into it. No, look, the thing is, right, is that what's the point? Like I said, everybody is entitled to their opinion. And I agreed with him, it's not art, or her. I don't know which one it was. But there's no point in starting drama. What's that going to achieve? Do you, in your honest opinion, think that was going to change their mind? You think they were going to go back and go, oh my God, I should never have said that. That's terrible. I apologize. Some people only exist to crap on other people. Yeah, exactly. So, why fuel them? That's my argument. A fire only burns if it's got fuel. Oh, that was deep, wasn't it, eh? It was like Mufasa. Everything light touches is our kingdom. Mark Buddy, the old philosopher. What colour was that? That's red. How did I miss that? Which red was it? It was number 4, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, where did it go? There. Right. I need to know what that number is there, because It's so bloody small. Right, it is up here by the nose, and it is 13. Okay, so we'll have that one next. Which one is that? This one. I'm still prescribed to the old killing me kindness. Well, that's what I did. If you'd read the comment on it, it's on one of my paint by numbers ones. I can't remember which ones. Thank you so much for your comment. I really appreciate you taking your time to message me. And I was like, I agree with you that it's not art. And then I turned around and said, but it is a present for my granddaughter. And because I have no artistic flair or something, I'm unable to do such art. Thank you so much for your comment and have a great day. I believe is what I actually put. If I'm honest, I might find it and post it. But yeah, just killing with kindness. It's kind of a really good way of doing it. Total Warhammer is the better one for bringing all parts of the franchise together, I think. But Darktide looks fun. Right, okay, I played Darktide. It was boring. It was really bad. That was just in my opinion. And for those of you who really know me, oh, that game's fantastic. That game's awesome. Like, to find a game where I turn around and say it's bad. If I say it's bad, you know it's bad. Because I love all games. But that's just my opinion. I didn't enjoy it. I didn't even bother to continue on it. But the Total Warhammer is more of a strategy. Yeah, and I kind of like that. I've got not Total Warhammer 1 because I've got Humble Bundle. So I have loads of games that I don't generally play because, you know, for the small subscription I pay each month, because I've been paying for it for so long, I get a lot of games that I wouldn't normally buy, you know, and for the little bit of money that it costs each month, it is wholeheartedly worth it. In my opinion, completely worth it. So I get games that I wouldn't normally just go out and purchase as well. So I have that. Yeah, I'm going to give it a go. I think I did one campaign on it. What was nice about it was it wasn't rushing you to do it. And it was like, I didn't know anything about the game or how to play it. But the strategies were kind of obvious. Like, you know, you make sure you get on higher ground than this one needs cleaning. I've got to do this one because, as you can see, this one is foobarred. I hope you can see that properly. So I'm going to have to spend a minute or two just grabbing this paint out of here and then putting some of my flow agent in and then thinning it up. So I'm really glad I bought now. And I think this is going to need more than 2 drops. So we shall chat whilst I'm mixing. Yeah, I'm going to give it a go. And then I was looking at like Total Warhammer 2 and 3. And then they turned around and said that if you get number 3, you don't need number 1 anymore because it all kind of 4 drips of that. You don't need the rest. And I was like, okay, let's just play through the first one. But apparently it's not something that you want to play on stream because from what I'm led to believe, some of the battles can go on for a couple of real life days. So I don't think that's going to be a streamable game. And it's not like I'm short on streamable games. I'm hoping that soon, I'm going to check today to see if EA have made any advancements in the new Star Wars game. See if it's actually playable now, and if that is, I'm going to add that to the list. I've still yet to play Outlast. We still need to get through my summer car, and I really want to play my garage because that's had a lot of updates. I'm going to add another drop or 2 to this because it's still a bit dry. But it mixes better with this stuff than it does with water. I can tell you that for nothing. But yeah, actually, so new subject. Me and my wife have been having a not an argument, but a disagreement, right? Because I have a few dogs, right? But all of my dogs are downstairs. Now, my wife stays downstairs the whole time, but as you all know, I'm upstairs on my own. And as I've turned around and said to you, I don't get to see many people. Well, I don't get to see anybody really. My wife goes downstairs about 6 in the morning while I'm asleep. She always comes up, gives me a cup of coffee, and she brings the dog up so I can say hello to the dog and give her a treat. Then she goes downstairs again till I want breakfast, and then she'll come up and give me breakfast, and she just comes up on her own, and then she goes downstairs again. And then, essentially speaking, that's it. That's the only person I see then until 9:30 at night when she comes up to bed. And I don't see any of the animals, I don't see anybody, and I don't really do anything apart from coming here and stream. So I was sitting there the other day, and well, it's not just the other day, I've been sitting here for a while, and I've been thinking, how nice would it be to have a cat or a dog upstairs with me to keep me company, something I can sit and stroke and whatever else, especially when I'm in a lot of pain and whatever else. So I've been asking her for ages now about getting a cat, and yesterday, I believe it was, or the day before, she finally relented, and I believe we're on the lookout for a cat. Now, it's been recommended to me to get a ragdoll cat because they're the most affectionate. They just want to be with you all the time, and it's kind of what I wanted. But if this does work out and I can get one, because obviously funds are a problem as well, so I'm hoping to be able to get my missus to go to maybe a sanctuary or something. I'd like a cat as young as possible, if not a kitten. But yeah, we may be seeing a cat on stream soon. And then what I was going to do is I was also going to put loads of, the climbing frames and stuff. So I'm pretty good with rope, and I'm pretty good with wood and whatever else. So I was going to make some homemade cat toys, and their walkways and whatever else. And I was actually thinking about putting them in the computer room with me. That way, then the cat's got something to do, and then put a camera on it, so you guys get to see it. Yeah, I'm kind of a cat lover. I do like cats. I love dogs, and I do like cats, but I've never really had a cat that's, overly affectionate. Only when it wants something. So like I've always been a dog lover in that sense, because usually the dogs always want to come and sit on your lap and stuff. But cats only do it whenever they want. But apparently that's all down to the breed you choose, which I had no idea about. But I've been educated over the last couple of days on what the best breeds are to get for purpose, if that makes any sense. So, and like I said, this ragdoll one was definitely pushed to the forefront. And when I did some research online, a lot of people are saying the same thing as well. It's not without its drawbacks, because obviously it molts like no one's business, and it needs weekly yeah, there you go, ragdolls are cool. Yeah, so I think we're going to start to get on the lookout for one. So watch this space. We may have a cat soon, which would be really nice, because I know I'm 48 years of age, and I'm a man, and men are not supposed to need anything or whatever, but it would be nice to have a bit of company. Tabbies are very affectionate. British short hairs. Yeah, I was looking at them the other day. They look quite cute. But yeah, like I say, we're looking into it now, kind of thing. So just giving you all a heads up, because you never know. One day I could be switching this on and you could see the cat. And I don't know what I'm going to name. I'm going to call it at the moment, because I don't know whether or not it's male or female. I believe that's a 10. Iris. 10 there. 10 there. paint on the side of the brush, not on the tip where I need it. Ten, 10, 10. 1, 12. 12 is the orange. Change colour again. BSH. Pretty short hair. Don't always want to be cuddled, but happy to sit next to you. Yeah, exactly. That'd be fine. I just, like I said, it's just for company, basically, you know. And when you're not feeling well, you've got someone there or something there. Let's have a look at this one. Oh, I think I've done this paint already. Isn't that for there? Yeah. And that bit there. Having to concentrate extra now because the brush that I'm using here isn't the normal microfine brush that I normally use, and it's taking a little more effort to not go over the lines or make it look bad. So this one's number 1. Any more number 1s here? No. Mine love to give me lots of licks. Yeah, exactly. You know, and I just thought it'd be nice, especially when they're in their tired, affectionate moods. Yeah, which apparently is a lot for ragdoll ones. I mean, whichever animal it is, it's gonna get spoiled rotten. I think that's a given. But I'm going to look into seeing about rehoming one first, because there are so many unloved cats out there. There's so many unloved animals, and everybody wants a kitten or a pup. And then these other cats that probably have a lot to give, they don't ever get a look in, really. And it supports local charities, I suppose, you know, because they're doing their best to try and keep the animals alive, because it's not an inexhaustible supply of money and food for them. So if I can take one off their hands. I have a long-haired calico. She was my little therapy cat. She chose me when I was 7. Lost her in 2021, and she would spoon me in bed, sit on my shoulders, and always, oh, that's lovely. Space Sherpa, how you doing? Oh shit, another spicy paint by number. Supplies! Yes, this is for my other granddaughter, Charlie. She has autism, and she absolutely loves dinosaurs, like with a huge passion. So her sisters picked this out for her because she doesn't actually know that I'm doing this for her. And I'm getting this one done first because this one's going to be easier than anyone. Oh, it's that guy, the supplies guy. Do how you feeling? I'm all right so far. You know, I'm just taking each day as it comes. I'm trying to push myself to do stuff and trying to push myself to get back online, because it feels to me like, you know, I'm hardly ever on anymore. I'm hardly ever streaming. I miss doing it, as I constantly keep saying. And I'm just gonna. The schedule's kind of out of the window at the moment. I'm just gonna try and get on here and stream as and when I can, and I think that's the best way to approach it in my current situation at the moment. So I'm trying, you know. Yeah, it's about all you can do, really. I'm here to ask your gallbladder to stop making stuff. Yeah, well, the problem is that the stone that's in there is like 2.5 to 3 centimeters apparently, which from what I understand, is a very, very big stone. I don't know a lot about gallstones because, you see, I'm not stupid enough to Google something when I've got it, because ain't nobody got time for that. But yeah, I said to my missus, like, since the last time you guys all saw me, yeah, exactly. Since the last time you guys all saw me, I am about 1.25 stone lighter, which is roughly what, 18 pounds I've lost in the last month. Which is great, you know, it's woohoo, yay weight loss. But I was getting lightheaded though because of lack of food, which is why I'm now just eating meat at the moment for the protein, because I take loads of stuff for vitamins and minerals and stuff, so I'll make sure that I'm still getting my vitamins and whatever. But protein's a different story. So I'm just trying. It's almost like the carnivore diet without actually wanting to be on the carnivore diet. So I had 3 or 4, 3 chicken thighs yesterday for food, and that was all I ate. But yes. Oh, also, right, come, let's get off of medical subjects. That's all I ever talk about. I apologise, guys. I really do. I don't like to keep moaning about it and going on about it. I just, because it's like forefront of my world, so to speak. It's all I seem to talk about. But let's talk about TV series. Have any of you watched an amazing show called Yellowstone? Because if you haven't, take my recommendation and watch it. It is absolutely brilliant. I have been hooked, glued to watching that from start to finish. And I say finish because they haven't actually finished filming it yet. But it's amazing. Like, one of the best TV series I've watched. It is up there with the likes of Game of Thrones, in my opinion. It's brilliant, and if you haven't watched it, you've definitely been missing out.